Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be making some Apple Cinnamon Instant Oatmeal cookies with cranberries and walnuts. So if you want to see this video, stay tuned to the next clip. Okay guys, I have here 2 sticks of butter in my mixer. I have let the butter soften so that it will be easy to mix or churn. I am doubling this recipe, so that is why I have 2 sticks of butter. It originally calls for 1 stick of butter, but anyway, I am going to get ready to turn the butter or mix the butter so that I can do what they call aerate, and that is so I can get air into it so that my cookies will be light and fluffy. Here I have my sugar that I am going to add to my mixture. This is just granulated sugar. I believe it's 6 tablespoons of sugar. Again, the recipe is being doubled. So here I have 2/3 cups of brown sugar. The recipe calls for 1/3, so please make sure you don't overuse your ingredients based on which recipe you're doing, whether you're doing a double or you're doing a single. So here I am showing you the ingredients. That was my baking soda, here's my salt and my flour. I am going to mix all of those ingredients separately so that they may incorporate with each other before I add them to my what they call wet ingredients, or my butter and sugar. So as you can see, my butter and sugar is still going as I mix my flour mixture, and I'm going to add that in. Now, I made the mistake and started adding my flour mixture before I added my vanilla flavor. But here I am going to add 2 eggs to my mix, and I'm adding that in before I add the flour and the vanilla. So that you don't get confused, I'm adding my eggs to my butter and sugar mixture first. See how it makes it a little bit wetter. So now, again, I'm adding in my flour mixture here, but don't forget to add in the vanilla before you add in the flour mixture, as I'm doing here. So I'm scraping down my bowl before I proceed with the rest of my flour. You want to make sure that you scrape down your bowl so that all of your ingredients incorporate well. So I came up with this recipe because I had several boxes of the instant oatmeal, and my family is not a big eater of the instant oatmeal. I mean, they like oatmeal, but they don't eat it enough or fast enough. So I was trying to get rid of some of it before it went to waste. So here I am adding in 10 packs of the instant oatmeal. Of course, again, I'm doing 10 packs because I am doubling this recipe. So if you're singling this recipe, you only want to do 5 packs of the instant oatmeal. You can use whatever you want. You can actually try this recipe with the brown sugar instant oatmeal or another form of the instant oatmeal. You would make this just like you made the quick oatmeal. You could use the quick oatmeal and just use oatmeal by itself. So I scrape down my bowl again because I want to make sure all of my ingredients incorporate before I put in the last 5 packs of oatmeal. And so here I am just letting it churn or mix so that everything gets incorporated really well. Now I am adding in a cup and a half of dried cranberries and a cup and a half of walnuts. So the recipe calls for a cup and a half of whatever you do or add to it. But because, again, I'm doubling the recipe, so I am putting in a total of 3 cups of combined cranberries and walnuts. You can use peanuts. You can use, probably not peanuts, I don't know how many people do peanuts. But anyway, you could use almonds if you wanted to. You can use pecans. You can use all pecans and no fruit, because remember, this is apple and cinnamon, so there are apples inside of the oatmeal itself. So here we're getting ready to just scoop our cookies out onto our baking sheet. As you can see, my baking sheet is lined with parchment paper. I am going to use an ice cream scoop here, and I'm using the ice cream scoop because I wanted my cookies to be kind of big. You can use a tablespoon if you want. You can make them a lot less, less bigger than I made them, or shall I say smaller. Can't get those words together. Anyway, you can make smaller cookies if you would like. Just use a smaller spoon or a smaller scoop. You can make them rounder by using the round scoop if you want to. I kind of like mine kind of abnormal, as you would say, or probably would say. Anyway, I'm finishing up my scooping, and I'm going to put them in the oven, 350 degrees, 15 to 18 minutes. And voila, here we are, all nice and golden brown, looking very scrumptious. So I am going to get one here, and I'm going to bring it closer so you guys can get a good look at how this came out. I'm going to break it so you can see the inside and see how moist yet done it actually is. Of course, this is still a little warm, so the more they cooled off, the stiffer they got. But let me tell you, these cookies were delicious, and it actually stayed moist and soft. Yes, they were sturdier, but they stayed moist and soft. It was really good, to the point that I'm going to have to do this recipe again. I made the doubled recipe with the scoop I used turned out to be almost 3 dozens, but yeah. So anyway, we're going to have to make these again. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you like watching. Hope you'll try this recipe. And I hope you'll subscribe if you're not a member of the channel. Hit the notification bell and like this video. Thanks for watching.